Welcome to the 9642 podcast. This is your host, Mr. Number 9.
And this is The Fool.
This is where me and the Fool give our
Unqualified and unrequested.
ramblings on the various issues in the world of sport.
Or something like that.
We are on the week of the Super Bowl. It has just ended.
Yeah.
It was day before yesterday for us, obviously. It's Monday morning, Monday afternoon.
Monday afternoon our time. Yeah.
12 o'clock. Much fun was had. A bit of a downer game, we would say. It's really great to watch the defenses, but
Yeah.
I don't think it was a downer because of the defenses. I just think it's a downer because it was such an obvious smash and grab by the Seahawks. They were absolutely they never looked like they were going to lose that game. There was a time, last season, even though Sam Darnold got to 14 wins, there was a thing of all of us going, it's Sam Darnold though, and then he went and lost to Detroit, and so they lost out on the first seed, and then they had to go and play in Philadelphia, and they got spanked at Philadelphia. Yeah. So they back-to-back games where they got spanked, and then, Seattle have a new rookie quarterback who was red shirt last year, and they were going to play him eventually, and so Sam was like, okay, I'm not going to stand in the way of his development, went to the free market, and he joined the Seahawks, and it was kind of like the Seahawks didn't exactly have an awesome quarterback. They had Geno, who was very good for them for a couple of years, but it was a bit of a down year last year, and they're like, he's an upgrade on Geno, we think, maybe. And now he's won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So he's the third overall pick from his class, which included such luminaries, QBs, from his own class. There was Baker Mayfield, who was drafted first.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, drafted second.
Yeah.
And Lamar Jackson drafted 32nd in that first round. So the last pick of the draft by the Ravens was him. And he's the first one to win a Super Bowl. His college rival Josh Rosen was also picked 10th overall, but his NFL career more or less petered out. So didn't have anything happen to him. He's playing in the USFL now, so that tells you all you need to know about his football career. And Sam, there's basically that point in the game when really I was just telling people the only way Seahawks lose now is if Sam Darnold starts seeing ghosts from somewhere. But the O-line held up as well as they could. He didn't make any mistakes, didn't throw the ball away, kept looking after it, and
Yeah. I don't think the Patriots had any picks, did they? He didn't throw any interceptions. I can't remember. I mostly only paid attention to
two interceptions. They had a fumble turnover.
The Patriots did. I mean, the Seahawks. The Seahawks didn't have
any turnover.
No, the Patriots didn't force an interception or something. The Seahawks didn't. Yeah, they did. I think there was one sack on him. So the Patriots forced one sack, but they got sacked 3 or 4 times, right? So
they got sacked. I think he got sacked 5 times. Drake May.
Yeah.
So rough Super Bowl for him. His O-line absolutely keep exposing him.
Yeah.
And then the Sam Darnold in the very set of downs that he was sacked, he did convert. So it didn't even do anything. That sack didn't even end up leading to like a stop. It led to a first down.
Yeah.
So the Seahawks kept things moving. Obviously, Drake May did pull some great throws in the third quarter to try and come back, but once he made his second interception, it was like, yep, this game's over.
It's done, yeah.
We're out of here.
As you say, it wasn't really the game for the close finish or the nail-biting, edge of the seat sort of stuff. It was very much a game where, the Seahawks ground them down. They never looked like losing, really.
Yeah. Absolutely. And the team backed Sam. Like the Seahawks, they definitely had a better atmosphere, and the team, you could tell, especially their defense, like it was marginally better than the Patriots defense, which was also good. But the Patriots were making stops, but Seattle was getting 3 points every other drive, whereas New England weren't scoring at all.
Yeah.
So that's what happens. No missed kicks this game, but luckily that didn't make a difference. And like the Patriots, everybody had been kind of mocking them, saying that they were frauds because they're playing obviously a last place schedule.
Yeah.
So they had one of the easiest schedules of any team in the playoffs. They beat the Chargers, obviously their first round of the wild card, and then they would go on to play the Texans, a game that was even, and Texans actually looked like they were going to win, and then suddenly CJ Stroud does 2 incredible interceptions for no reason, almost, like out of nowhere. Texans defense was absolutely giving Drake May trouble, but then May took the game into his own hands after those conversions, used his legs, got the Patriots to the win, 28-16. Eventually it was a pretty comfortable win, and then they went to play the Broncos, one of the tightest games of the season. It was a snowstorm in Colorado and ended up with 10-7. Once again, Drake May putting on a man of the match performance, really. 65 rushing yards to go along. He just basically took over and started running with the ball to try and get as many yards as possible. And obviously he scored the only touchdown for the Patriots in that game, rushing touchdown. He also that game he got sacked 5 times, so it tells you how bad this O-line is for the Patriots. And he got sacked because Drake May actually broke Joe Burrow's record of the most number of sacks in the playoffs. Joe Burrow got sacked 19 times in 2020. Was that 22?
22,
when they went to the Super Bowl and he was sacked 19 times, and Drake May's broken that record. So that's a bad O-line, because everybody acknowledges that Bengals O-line was also very bad. Then on the other side, we had the Seahawks, a team that their own fans were complaining nobody was talking about them. They got the 1 seed quite easily in the end. So taking the first round off, then they absolutely smashed the 49ers in their home. 49ers obviously devastated by injuries, losing a lot of players. And then they went back to play the next game. They played against the LA Rams, a game really the Rams could have won, woulda, shoulda really won. The Rams basically played 3 times against the the Seahawks this year, and they got and they should have won all 3 games, to be fair, and they lost all 3. The Seahawks getting getting through to the Super Bowl, like, you know, basically it's a gauntlet. They played their 2 divisional rivals all the way through, and they played arguably the best coach in the league in Sean McDermott on their way to the in the conference in the championship game. And the Rams were also, they're gonna, you know, they neglected to take a few kicks, which they should have taken. And you know, tight playoff game, I always think points on the board is the way to do it.
Definitely. That goes for any of the overall codes. It's like, when there's points on offer, you may as well take them. Like, points are points, especially in, you know, say, tight playoff games or finals or something like that. You take the points, especially if it's going to keep you, you know, nice and close or ahead. Like, take those points.
Pretty much. And in the end, they end up getting to the Super Bowl final, and I think anyone on the NFC, this would have been in either the Rams and the Seahawks could have probably won the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
Like, the Rams already beat the Patriots earlier in the regular season, and like, it didn't look like the Patriots could have stopped that Rams defense.
Yeah.
And this is the crazy thing. The Rams already, after winning that Super Bowl, like, basically spent 1 year like, you know, being bad after that Super Bowl, like, you know, all their good players leaving after, you know, and then they immediately reloaded and like had a good team again. And like, Sean McDermott's like this awesome offensive mind, and he's actually built 2 great defenses for this team. Like, you know, they had Aaron Donald back in the day, was probably one of the best defensive players ever, and after he retires, they needed to rebuild that defense from scratch, and now they have a good defense. And, you know, he's not even in charge of that. He just makes sure they recruit that side well, you know.
Right,
Support to his defensive coordinator. Like, the Rams, every year he has to replace his defensive coordinator, because that whoever it is inevitably gets given a head coach role.
All right. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
And like, you know, every quarterback that plays under him gets like becomes like a good quarterback eventually. Like Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff. Obviously, they swapped with, but he's obviously now good at the Lions as well. And then Baker Mayfield went and played for the Rams for a couple of games. And the year that they were bad, and the year after, he became the Bucs quarterback, and, you know, became a starter as well. So yeah. He rehabilitates good players. Like, to me,
good.
pound for pound, he's the best coach in the league.
Yeah.
And he, unfortunately, not to add another Lombardi to his trophy case, but the team look good for next year. This has been like one of the most interesting NFL seasons of all time, probably because, like, on the AFC side, Josh Allen aside, pretty much all the traditional AFC quarterbacks we think about, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and all of them have terrible seasons. They don't even make the playoffs. And then you've got your Aaron Rodgers playing there for the Steelers, somehow getting them into the playoffs and losing badly in the wild card round at home. Somehow the AFC South, the division that I basically write off every year as being like, yeah, they'll get one team, get 2 decent teams in the playoffs. What if Texans once again win a playoff game? Jaguars almost beat the Bills, but, you know, the Bills were coming away to beat them. And on the NFC side, I think the most fun team to watch were the Chicago Bears. Caleb finally putting out stats for his team. Unfortunately, he didn't have a great divisional round game. 3 interceptions. But the game was still close in the end.
Yeah.
The Bears are back. It's going to be an interesting season next year. We'll obviously see who they've drafted and how it works, but yeah. What were your highlights for the NFL season so far?
The
season.
I don't necessarily watch a lot of it, so it's just bits here and there. But I mean, yeah, Josh Allen still just be Josh Allen through the whole thing whenever he could. So I think, yeah, maybe the start of the season was good. I think the Bills went 5-0 for the first 5 before, stumbling a bit. Saying they made it through the wild card, but then couldn't get past the Broncos, who were very good.
Yes.
But yeah, I think overall, I think you said it was a very interesting season with a lot of the traditional powerhouses, you say, not really firing in the same way they had in the past. So it sort of felt, despite the fact that the Patriots made to the Super Bowl, and I know it's been a while since they have, but having gone through the 2010s and just had the Patriots there all the time, sort of felt like, oh, them again. But at the same time, they were different as well. It's a new Patriots lineup. It did feel somewhat new and fresh, which is good.
Yeah, obviously they don't have Bill Belichick, greatest coach of all time, who coached them to 6 Lombardis. They don't have Tom Brady, obviously. Yeah. But Mark Brayville played in 4 of those teams that won Super Bowls, and as an offensive lineman, he's the coach now. They've got a great quarterback in Drake May. I think obviously he had a terrible Super Bowl, but it would be, I think, churlish to blame a lot of it on him. He has some things that were his fault in the game, but I think overall he was, not really the main reason. Like that O-line, terrible. No.
And it's, you say, there were some things he did wrong, there was mistakes he made, but when your O-line's crumbling like that, and you've been put under that much pressure, like, nothing's going, things aren't going your way. Sometimes it's not your day, and no matter what you do, it's going to go wrong. So, he wasn't able to get really front-footed. He was never able to control the game or do anything. Like, to say that always seemed to be under pressure. Seattle's defensive line always seemed to be on the verge of getting to him. That's never going to be a good place to be trying to win a Super Bowl from.
Absolutely. But it's going to be interesting again because we've finally got another defensive-minded coach winning the league. It's going to change the meta.
Yeah.
It's like I was sitting here wondering, the Ravens 2 years ago let Mike McDonald go to Seattle, and now they're fired their coach, longtime coach John Harbaugh, and they must be sitting there thinking, man, we could have just kept Mike McDonald and built a team around our defense. We already had a kind of defensive-minded coach, but I guess they're going to go the other way. They're going to potentially get a offensive-minded guy for Lamar Jackson while he's still at his peak currently. Like, is the problem for both the Ravens, the Bengals, and the Bills, right? They haven't won a Super Bowl with that quarter. Like, the Chiefs, even if they don't win another Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes got them 3.
Yeah.
There's no... Yes. You can't complain about that.
Josh Allen hasn't managed that yet. So maybe say a bit more defensive-minded coach, I don't know, or strengthening up that D-line is helping with the defense, so that allowing Josh Allen to be stretching leads as opposed to battling to keep them. I don't know. So
Yeah. I mean, clearly there is a thing where they do want to change the philosophy of the team, so we'll see how it works out for them.
yeah.
And like, there's a lot of people going for a new head coach, and there'll be teams that probably will look for quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson is a free agent as of next season.
Oh, really?
Whether he signs with the Ravens or goes somewhere else.
Yeah, well, that's interesting.
Well, it's the point where I think next season, if he doesn't get a contract, it'll be him going, yep. So I'm a free agent after next season. So if you're not signing me up, then I'm like, I'm generally probably not gonna play that hard because I don't want to get injured before I hit the free market.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so, well, that's it. Yeah, it'll be about him courting other teams, like finding where he's going next. So yeah, his mind will definitely be on the next thing, like where is he going to win that Super Bowl from, and who can get him on and all the rest. So
yeah, I mean, I don't think he wants to leave the Ravens, but I think there is a thing of like, if the last time they really dilly-dallied around getting him re-signed to a contract, eventually he just signed for 195 million, and you just go, okay, that was like a normal deal. Like, that's what he was, it doesn't look like he wanted more than that. Why didn't you guys just come to that? Like, it wasn't like a ridiculous number or ridiculously low.
No, it's like, why was this so hard? Like, this doesn't seem like it should be a hard deal.
He almost left your franchise, and the season after you re-signed him, he did an MVP season,
Yeah. Look, you could have saved a whole heap of problems here.
And he nearly won MVP the season after because Josh Allen only won by vote. So you're like, okay, so he had 2 seasons in a row where he was one of the top 2 players in the league.
Yeah.
And nobody, and they kind of just wasted a lot of that. It seems. So yeah, this is going to be the fun part of the off season, and there'll be a break this week or 2, and then people are going to start speculating about the draft.
Yeah.
And be back here probably in 4 or 5 months' time when the season starts again.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the 2025-2026 NFL season, and we look forward to talking to you about it next time.
Catch you next time.
Well, that is the end. Thanks for listening all the way through.
If you liked what you heard, we have even more. NineSixFourTwo Discord and a Buy Me a Coffee.
Pretty sure it's Buy Me a Beer.
Oh yeah, buy me a beer on buymeacoffee.com.
In both these places, you can talk to us, and we may even listen, especially if you do buy a said beer or coffee. I might still be confused.
Yes, we're easily bribed. All links are in the show notes below.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
This is on YouTube.